Atina is a town and comune in the province of Frosinone, Lazio region of central Italy. The economy is mostly based on agriculture. History. Atina was a town of the Samnites, later conquered by the Romans. Cicero speaks of it as a prosperous country town, which had not as yet fallen into the hands of large proprietors, and inscriptions show that in the imperial age it was still flourishing. After the fall of the Western Roman Empire, it was conquered by the Lombards, becoming part of the Duchy of Benevento in 702. Later it was ruled by the lords of Capua, the counts of the Marsi and those of Aquino, and, together with of most of the Camino Valley of the county of Alvito, it remained part of the Kingdom of Naples until 1860. Once a part of the Terra di Lavoro province, it was included in the province of Frosinone in 1929. Main sites. The walls, of carefully worked polygonal blocks of stone, are still preserved in parts, and the modern town does not fill the whole area which they enclose. One of these last is a boundary stone relating to the assignation of lands in the time of the Gracchi, of which 6 other examples have been found in Campania and Basilicata. Other sites include: the Gothic ducal palace was built in 1349 by Rostino Cantelmo. The facade has 3 mullioned windows and an ogival portal with an ancient Roman relief. The noble floor has a mosaic from the 2nd century BCE. The Cathedral of Santa Maria Assunta, in Baroque style, was first erected in the 11th century on the remains of a temple dedicated to Saturn. The current Baroque style dates back to the 18th century. It has a nave, 2 aisles, and frescoes of St. John the Baptist, St. Thomas Aquinas and the Transfiguration painted by Teodoro Mancini. The convent of St. Francis, held by Franciscan monks until 1865, when it was abandoned. In 1871, it became property of the municipality of Atina. Atina Dock. The alluvial marl vineyard soils around the ancient boundaries of Atina are home to a Denominazione di Origine Controllata zone specializing in red wines. The standard dock red wine of Atina is composed of 50 to 70% Cabernet Sauvignon and 10 to 30% each of Syrah, Merlot and Cabernet Franc, with other local red grape varieties such as Abuoto permitted to make up to 15% of the blend. Wines labeled as Cabernet are composed of at least 85% of Cabernet Sauvignon or Cabernet Franc. Grapes destined for dock wine production must be harvested to a yield no greater than 12 tons hectare, with the finished wines needing to attain a minimum alcohol level of at least 12%. A separate reserve bottling can be made of any dock wine provided the wines have a minimum alcohol level of 12.5% in or aged at least 2 years prior to release.